We're actually very pleased with how the business showed resilience. As you know, with the COVID pandemic impacting healthcare systems around the world, we've been really looking for signs of recovery. And what you saw in our innovative medicines business this quarter is our key growth drivers and launches returning to growth. We had multiple key brands like Entresto, Cosentyx, growing double digit. Our launch brands like Zolgensma and Kesimpta doing extremely well. So I think our innovative medicines business is firing on all cylinders. It's important to note last year we had about $400 million of advanced purchases in Q1 because of the pandemic. So when you net that out, innovative medicines had a really strong quarter. Our SANDOZ business in the generic sector is facing some challenges as there's lower demand from hospitals and a record low anti-infectives demand because of a low cough and cold season. But we expect that as well to stabilize. So we're optimistic now for the coming quarters.
Yeah, can I ask you about the regulatory delays you've experienced around Leqvio and Zolgensma? Is your sense that perhaps the pandemic is having some impact on the pace at which the approvals process is rolling forward?
I'd say overall, we've been able to navigate in terms of approvals pretty well. We had, as I mentioned, the launch of Kesimpta. Leqvio in Europe was approved on time. What we are seeing, though, is the FDA does have a backlog of inspections that they need to clear. We're working very closely to get the proper filings in, and then hopefully over the coming 6 months, the backlog will start to get cleared, and that will enable us to get this next phase of regulatory approvals. But I do think industry-wide, there has been an impact by the fact that particularly the US FDA is not traveling to overseas sites, which has led to a backlog on these regulatory inspections.
Karen, jumping in, I wanted to ask you about the COVID-19 vaccine. You had an announcement about a month or so ago, an initial agreement with CureVac to produce about 50 million doses of its COVID-19 vaccine. How is that progressing this year? Do you have hopes that it might come to the market early?
Yeah, so for both CureVac and BioNTech, we are supporting the production of these vaccines. We're actively now filling the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine in our sites here in Switzerland, in Stein, and hope to start shipping those in the coming weeks or month. And then with respect to CureVac, we've already started production in our Austria site. A goal of 50 million this year, 200 million doses next year. Of course, looking to meet the demand if there is more demand for that vaccine. I believe CureVac in the coming weeks or month will hopefully get an approval in multiple markets. And I believe that'll contribute in significant ways to relieving some of the challenges. I think it's important to note as supply starts to scale up over the course of this year, we expect as an industry together to produce somewhere in the order of 9 to 12 billion doses before the end of this year, which would be a remarkable achievement.